Today I'm with divorce coach Debbie Martinez from Transformation Through Divorce. And today, Debbie, we're talking about the four main concerns or issues coming from your clients that they bring to you. First off, welcome to the show and welcome back to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you. Good. How are you? It's great to be back.
It is really good to be back here with you. Let's start off because it's been several months, and a lot of people with this being confined and COVID-19 and everything, it's even more stress on a relationship. But one of the things that somebody brings to you is that we talked about earlier, they don't know where to begin and they don't want to make mistakes with starting off with the separation, the counseling, and all. Guide us through that.
Right. So my clients will come to me at different stages. So if I get a client from the very beginning, they want to get a divorce, or maybe they're not sure that they want to, and they come to me, I can help them navigate the entire process so they don't make mistakes. For example, I can give them a checklist of the questions they need to ask the attorneys, and they always should see three. And you would be surprised at the number of clients I get that have come to me after they've already met with attorneys and they've only met with one. And then they're wondering why they didn't get all their questions answered, why they ended up with the wrong attorney. So I give them a check sheet, and this is very important. So they go to three different attorneys, they ask the same questions, and they write down their answers. And then they come to me and we talk about it.
So,
So go ahead, I'm sorry.
so you in a sense give them some homework.
Absolutely. They have to have homework. And that's one of the things that I do with them, because it's the homework that keeps them accountable and it's the homework that moves them forward. So if they don't know how to proceed, I navigate with them. I do a whole plan with them. You see the attorney, then this is going to be your next step, and this will be your next step. And that way they don't make mistakes, right? So maybe they don't go and see an estate planner before they go to mediation, and then they find out afterwards, oh, I really needed to see an estate planner before mediation. Those are the things that I iron out with them before the mistake happens.
Because not only with the states, I mean, to talk with someone about the finances that are involved in who's going to be paying what and how much is going to be paid. There's and emotions. We've seen it on movies and it's for real, but emotions can get really carried away, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, think of War of the Roses, right? I mean, they're like fighting and they're at the bottom of the staircase. But finances are a huge question for my clients, because a lot of my clients are women and a lot of them have been stay-at-home moms. And believe it or not, Tom, I'm always amazed at the women that come and they have no idea what their financial situation is. They don't know how to budget. They haven't been taking care of the bills. They just have no idea. So with women like that, I set them up with someone who's going to help them do a budget and is going to teach them about finances. That's not my wheelhouse to teach them finances, but I certainly can guide them in the direction of people who can. And their concern is financial. You know, I've been a stay-at-home mom. Now we have to split everything in half. How am I possibly going to take care of myself, take care of my children, stay in the marital home? That's another huge concern. A lot of the stay-at-home moms want to stay in the marital home with the children.
Mhm.
And sometimes they will go to mediation and fight for something that they cannot afford. And that's another major mistake. And that is something that I definitely iron out with them before they get to the mediation table.
You talk about the finances, you talk about making sure that if they can financially stay in the home, but also what sort of finances. You also talked about the children, because a lot of times people don't want to get a divorce or separated and divorced because of children involved, but you can guide them through that as well, correct?
Right. You know, a lot of them are concerned. How is this going to impact my child? And I always say to them, well, let's go the other route. How is it going to impact your child if you stay married and your children or your child see their mom and see their dad in an unhappy relationship? There's never affection. Maybe they're fighting. How is that going to impact them and their future relationships down the road? So it's not just about staying in the marriage because of the kids. Sometimes it's best to get out because of the kids. And then they're worried, well, how is the parenting plan work? You know, how do we divvy up time with our children? He works, he's in the service. How do I divvy that up? He travels a lot. How do we do that time? And that is something that I spend a lot of time on with my clients, is the parenting plan.
Appreciate you being here with us today. Want to in our next segment, we really want people to be watching this, not only this segment, but in the next segment, because why do people need to come to you as a divorce coach, and what separates you between the other divorce coaches? Because there's really not many certified divorce coaches. There's counselors out there, but so far as a certified divorce coach, you're one of very few, and you have clients literally all over the world.
All over the world, right?
Yeah, fantastic. How can people get a hold of you? I know we got your website, Debbie@transformationthroughdivorce.com. Is that correct?
Right. And they can call me right on my cell number, 305-984-5121, and they will get me directly.
Fantastic. Debbie Martinez, always a pleasure talking with you, and we hope to talk with you real soon once again. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom.